guys, so Sweet Home Alabama. Etc. You sort of have to live under a rock to not hear this song. It's such a fantastic pub number as well. Everyone knows it, everyone loves it, particularly when you're a little bit drunk. So what we're going to do is start with 2 strums of the open D string, or picks rather. Picks, I don't know. Okay? What we're also going to do though is have this sort of D chord shape ready, except our middle finger doesn't have to be there, so it can be taken off. So we just need our forefinger, 2nd fret of the G string, and ring finger, 3rd fret of the B. We're then going to play the B string, which is being held by a ring finger, and then the G string. Hopefully you can see. Okay? And that's where the first bit is recognisable already. We're then going to bring our middle finger over to the 3rd fret of the A string and play that twice. Notice my forefinger has come off because we're going to need it off the G string. So we're going to play the 3rd fret of the A twice, then play the B string again, and then the G, which is now open. So we've gone middle finger across, forefinger off, just like that. Then our middle finger can come across to the 3rd fret of the low E, and then we're just going to play the G string open. Okay? Just like that. So that's obviously the main riff. Just like that, you know, very, very recognisable. And then we get little filler licks like this. So what we're doing there is playing the A string open, hammering on at the 2nd fret of the A. I'm going to use my middle finger to do this. D string open, hammer on at the 2nd fret of the D with our middle finger, and then pull it open. Okay? We're then going to go back to the 2nd fret of the A, pull it open, hammer back on at the 2nd, then play the D string open, and that completes the lick. So, okay? And you can see that that D note will let you continue straight into the riff as before. You might have noticed when I was playing through the riff that time, I did that motion. So played the A string open and then hammered on with my middle finger at the 3rd fret of the A. And then plucked again once it was down. And that just adds a little bit more of a country feel to it. Just like that, you can see it's a very small nuance, but it really does make a difference. You know. Okay, so we've got the main riff done and one of the filler licks. Now the other one I played was this. Okay, so what we're doing is essentially pulling off from the 2nd fret of the G to the G open. Okay, then what we're doing is playing the G open, then playing it at the 4th, and then open again. Okay, so there's 3 notes going on. It's the G open, at the 4th, and then open again. And you can pull off from the fourth to the open. We're then going to do the same thing again, so play the G open, then play at the fifth, and then we're going to slide from the fifth to the seventh on the G. If you can do a better job than me. There we go, that was a bit cleaner. It's a bit of a pain on acoustics, it's a lot easier on electrics, but... So that's it, so that would sound like this. Like that at full speed. And then the other little thing is that, just this little run that you could add in at the end of a riff. So all I'm doing there, playing the A string open, hammering on at the second, and then playing the D string, then the G string. Sounds very nice. And then the last bit I did, okay, so what I was doing there, what we're going to need, you're going to need your forefinger, middle finger and ring finger to do this. So what we do is take our middle finger and stick it at the 8th fret of the A string. Okay, an F note there. So our middle finger's there. We then hammer our ring finger on at the 9th fret of the A, so just above it. Just like that. We then flatten our forefinger along the 7th fret line. The two notes that are important are the D and the G strings, the two strings should I say. So we've gone 8 to 9 on the A, and we're then going to play 7 on the D followed by 7 on the G. Just like that. We're then going to bring our ring finger to the 9th fret of the A, and then our forefinger to the 7. So 8, 9, 7, 7, 9, 7. Just like that. We're then going to go 5 to 7 on the A, just like that. And then we're going to take our forefinger and bar it across the 5th fret as well. Instead of playing the two notes separately, we're going to play them both together in this kind of pinched motion. So just playing the D strings and the G strings together at the 5th fret. You can use two fingers to pinch these if it's any easier. So then our ring finger comes to the 7th, and we can just slide down. And then we play that little lick that I showed you before. And then lastly we go to the 3rd fret of the low E, which ends us on a G note and ready to start the next round of the riff. And you can see there I substituted that last note, or rather added to it by adding a full G major chord. So that run is played twice whenever it happens, and you can hear it a couple of times on the record. It just breaks it up a little bit. So that is Sweet Home Alabama, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Be sure to like, rate and subscribe. Leave me any comments down below or any questions. And be sure to check out my website, OllieGuitar.com, for more lessons, tutorials, articles and everything in between. Alright guys, take care and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.